Okay, so here I am at the beginning, the entry to the Smokies, and I'm gonna put my permit right here with my entry date in the box. And just like that, I have about 7 or 8 days to get my butt out of here. This is day 19. I am just, so it's the 17th of February, just entering the Smokies. This is going to be a short intro to the day video because I'm going straight uphill, like always. So if I get a flat spot later, I'll do some more recording, but I know there's like 5,000 feet of gain or something today. Going maybe 14 miles or something like that to a shelter for the night. Hoping to be back out of the Smokies in about 5.5 days, something like that. I think it's supposed to rain for the second half. And the temperatures are going to be up, so it's not as threatening to be wet when it's 45 degrees at night as it is when it's 20 degrees at night. But I think by the end it is supposed to get cold, so we'll just have to see if we can get out of here before it gets too cold. But early on, it's a clean footpath, but I got to turn this off. I'm sucking wind pretty bad. Pretty morning, maybe 38 degrees. I'm in shorts. It's going to be a beautiful day. I've got a little reprieve from going up, so I want to talk about water management. So I've been trying to drink about 4 liters a day. Sometimes when it's cold, it's hard to drink that much. You're just not thirsty, but you're going through a lot of water. But water's heavy and you don't want to carry it. This trail has a lot of water, so I try to carry only about 1 liter at a time. I drank 1 liter this morning before I left, and then I probably drank just 1/4 of a liter. And then I'm just kind of going along. If I see water, I might drink about everything I have and then get another kind of 1 liter, and that'll kind of push me forward for another 2 or 3 hours. I think my pack weighs about 28 to 30 with 1 liter of water and 3 days of food. I have about maybe 4.5 pounds of food on me right now, 5 pounds of food. Food's heavy, water's heavy, but you need both. And I think over time I'll get better at managing how much I'm carrying. It seems like what I think is 3 days worth of food is sometimes 4, but I don't think I also have gotten to the point where I'm having insatiable appetite. But so far, I've had leftover food after trips, and you just don't like that because you carried it for nothing. So I'd like to get better at that. And also water. Sometimes I definitely carry too much water. Like here's a little water here, but I still have some. If I had to, I could get water out of this little pool, but I'm gonna push on. I just don't think I need it yet. I'm about to climb up a really high, steep thing here, and then there's a fire tower up there, so that should be pretty cool. I'll show you when I get up there. This is pretty this morning. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty. So what the trail looks like, kind of a rocky, it's just a little more technical as far as where you put your foot, but then you get to another spot and it's all leaves and easy again. So I remember somebody I was following, I used to watch their videos, they used to call trail when it gets like this celebrity trails. They're like, oh, we're on a celebrity trail for a little while. So I always like that name. So I think right here I'm on a section of celebrity trail, kind of flat and easy and not real hard work for a few, but we are definitely going to go up to this tower. So I'm going to definitely be huffing and puffing here in a second. Okay, so I'm just about up to, I think it's Shuckstack Tower. It's like a 0.1 blue blaze. A blue blaze means it's not on the AT. And so any blue blaze you take, you multiply whatever you're doing by 2 because you got to walk back to the trail too. So sometimes you'll take a 0.1, only adding 0.2 of a mile to your day. Other times you're like, I'm too tired, forget it. It's cool. Look at that old smokestack. That's real cool. I think the views up here are real pretty, so I'm not sure. It doesn't look like there's a sign that you can't climb it. So I'll come up here and look around and then maybe I'll climb up there. Okay, so here's the view from, I think it's Shuckstack. But if it's wrong, I'll put something in the video, but here's the views from this place. I'm up in the fire tower. I would assume it's kind of a decommissioned one. It was a little sketchy walking up here. I'm not a heights lover kind of person, but I also didn't want to miss out on how pretty this is. So let's see, my quality is getting a little rough here, but it's just incredibly, it's beautiful. And you can see down there is the water. That's Fontana Lake, and there's the dam. We drove over that. We walked across that. The trail, let me see if I can close in. The trail goes right over that dam. So it's kind of neat when you look and go, you know, I've walked across all that stuff to get here. It's kind of a cool sense of accomplishment. But look how pretty that is. It's amazing. So today it's right around noon right now. I think we have maybe 6 miles left to get to camp. I don't know what today's mileage is going to be. Maybe 14 or something in that ballpark. Looks like I'm about about a mile from water. So I'm gonna go down to the water and filter some water, maybe sit and eat lunch because I'm about out of water. But we did enter Tennessee, so I am in my 3rd state, which is exciting. I think after this, though, I will bounce between North Carolina and Tennessee for quite a ways, 300, 400 miles or something like that. So sometimes you're going to be in Tennessee, sometimes you're going to be in Carolina, and you just kind of bounce back and forth. And I'm not sure they always tell you. I know the rules are different about what states will do. So Tennessee doesn't have privies and North Carolina does. So you'd rather stay in a shelter in North Carolina if the mileage works out. Tonight's shelter though is in Tennessee, so we won't have a privy. So you have to manage that either by digging a hole or just hike away until you hit a shelter with a privy, depending on what the situation is. But just heading down to get some water, take a break.
How was the Bison Bowl one?
Good.
You like it?
So we're here at Russell Field Shelter. Here they have bare cables. And so you just unclip it from over here, and then you can lower down your food to get it, and then you raise it back up. It's pretty simple, but apparently it's something the bears can't figure out how to do. So that's how you hang your food here.